And thank you to everybody in the CCHA and Commissioner Lucia for all the hard work and preparation for this upcoming season and the conference teams and presidents and ADs. I think everybody's pretty much said it over the last hour or so. I'm a little upset that I wasn't involved in the purple blazer, but I think I do have a purple shirt on, so that's good. Listen, we're excited. This is unprecedented move from Division III to Division I. I think I'm probably most thrilled for everybody here at St. Thomas, starting with our president, Dr. Sullivan, and our board, and our director of athletics, Dr. Eston, and his staff, and all of our alumni that have worked so hard to get us to this point. And it's going to be a lot of firsts for this program. And at the Division I level, we have such a rich tradition in Division III of success, and so we're looking forward to building on that at the Division I level. For us, our expectations are to continue to build our culture and our identity every day. Everything that we do is going to be filtered towards that. Basically, making sure that we're, when you're building the culture and the identity, you got to work hard. You got to be a good person, and you got to make good decisions and good choices, and that's what we're going to try to do. Our league is full of some great teams and great players, and we're looking forward to competing and learning what we need to do to compete at that level here down the road.
Thank you, Rico. We'll open it up to the media. Again, if you do have a question for Rico, please utilize the raise hand feature at the bottom of your Zoom window. Remember to unmute yourself and state your name and your affiliation. Let's go to Jack with the USCHO.
Hey, Rico, this is Jack Kinninger from USCHO. Good to talk to you. Just sort of looking at your roster, I noticed you've got a lot of transfers coming in just to sort of help build maybe get some up to Division I caliber, maybe teach some of the guys that maybe have been on the roster before how to play at this level. Maybe just to ask you how that transition goes to building a roster for Division I. How many guys do you keep around from the old days? Obviously, that's a special challenge for you. It's probably more complicated than you want to get into in this short press conference, but maybe just generally, what was the most important aspect of building the roster for this inaugural season?
Well, thanks, Jack. Great question. Obviously being hired in April was a little bit difficult to try to put together a roster, but the transfer portal did help. There were some available players that we thought could help us transition and help in the locker room and building the culture. So we were able to do that. I thought it was important to also keep some of our Division III players in transition. They know St. Thomas really well, and they know the tradition here. And so we felt that was really important. We were able to keep 12 of those guys that played on last year's team. And so those two things were important. And then obviously it was important to get some freshmen, first-year guys that we will be able to keep with us for the next 4 years and help us build our team to what we think we can be here in the next 4 to 5 years. So those three components are really important. I was kind of thinking today as you're asking that question, I don't know if everybody remembers the movie Major League, but there's a scene where it's a couple of guys in the maintenance or the ballpark maintenance say, who are these guys? That's basically what people are going to be thinking. Who are these guys at St. Thomas? But I can tell you we have guys that have a lot of pride, guys that are really good people. They're going to work hard. We're going to compete every night. We're going to get better every day. And hopefully we can make our university proud and our league proud.
Dave?
Hi, Rico. Dave Danis, 100.3 The Point in Marquette. Look forward to seeing you for the opener in a couple of weeks. When you come into this job, you start out with a D3 rink and D3 facilities, and you have to build that up. The state of Minnesota has got some great stuff in Mankato and Minneapolis and Duluth and Bemidji and St. Cloud. How do you sell that to your recruits on what they're going to see over the next 4 to 6 years, and how do you sell that? How do you do you push that to your fans?
Yes, thanks, Dave. That's a great question as well. And for us as a coaching staff, is basically starting the culture from scratch and making sure that we do what we say we're going to do in terms of how we develop our players and the relationships that we're going to have and the people that we're going to bring in and how we teach our systems and the things that we're going to do from day to day. Those are really important building blocks to what's going to come here in the next 4 to 5 years. Obviously, there's some things that need to happen in terms of facilities and things like that, and those are all in the works and are part of the plan. But to be able to recruit to who you are and who we are as a university, what we believe in, and as an institution, bringing those players that believe in those things and how we're trying to run our program and how we're going to play and how we're going to act off the ice, and all those things are part of building and selling what we are here at St. Thomas.
Ryan?
Hi, Rico. I asked Joel Johnson this when he was on the WCHA Media Day, the transition to D1, kind of putting together a roster. What has this experience been like for you personally during the last few months?
Well, it's been a lot of fun, actually. I haven't really felt much stress about it other than trying to put all the things together. And there's, because of COVID, there are things that are kind of on back order and things like that. So that's probably stressed me out more than anything. But the player side of it has been really kind of rewarding, to be honest with you. And I'll start with the Division III guys. When I got the job in April, because the Division III season was so short, there were still a lot of days that we could practice. And so we were able to practice for 2 weeks with the Division III guys and run sort of a tryout camp. And when we had the meeting to tell the 12 that they were transitioning to Division I, honestly, it was probably one of the most rewarding days that I've had as a coach, just to see the look on those guys' face and see the excitement and the opportunity that they have ahead of themselves was really something special. And then to have the conversations with some of these guys that we got off the transfer portal and why they wanted to come to St. Thomas, and really it was all for the right reasons. It wasn't about anything to do with them as an individual, but more as what are we going to do as a team and as a program. And so that was rewarding in itself as well. And then obviously when you recruit young first year guys, they're excited, they want to be part of it. And so it's been a tremendous experience for me. We keep saying around here that it's part of the book. It'll be part of the book as we go through this process.
With us being over time, let's just go with one more. Matt, why don't you wrap up the media day?
Hi, Coach. Matt Pocket and Bill Crawford here on Yes FM and Sault Ste. Marie. What's the future of facilities looking like for your program?
That's a good question, Matt. We're in the process. There's a lot of things going on here in St. Paul, and I can tell you that the university is working extremely hard. The relationship we have with the city of St. Paul and our alumni, things are moving the way I expected them to move when we first took over. And there'll be things that will be happening here in the next few months that we'll be able to talk a little bit more about. How's that sound?
I think that's a good way to wrap it up here today. Rico, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate everybody's time and look forward to a great CCHA season.